guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if today is your first time meeting me, my name is Bella and I am your favorite online fashion tutor. So in today's video we're going to be talking about pricing. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to avoid underpayment or underpricing or regretting after sewing a dress. You're now regretting that there is no gain. Okay, so if this is what you like to listen to, keep on watching. So a lot of us use our hand by ourselves, shoot ourselves on the leg. What do I mean? Before even the customer brings a price down, we would have already killed the price by ourselves, maybe knowingly and or unknowingly, because of the way we do our things. Some of us will be like, customer will come and ask us, okay, how much would this cost? You'll be like, how much will I charge you now? Hey, just bring 5,000. Without doing any proper costing, you already killed that price. But by the time you finish doing your costing, writing everything down, you find out that even your own money will enter inside to buy the necessary things for the dress. So in this tutorial, I'm going to share with us practical examples or practical steps or ways that you can avoid underpayment, undercharging, or regretting after making a dress. There is no gain. You'll be working from Monday to Saturday. You'll be working from month to month, but yet you can't afford a good equipment for your business. You can't reinvest into your business because you're not making any profit. You're busy doing charity work. So it's high time we stop doing charity work and start doing business. Okay, so let's get started. So the point number one to take note of is your packaging. In my notes here, I said, how do you present yourself? Yes, how do you look? There is a saying that says, you dress how you would love to be addressed. Yes, how do you dress? Do you dress shabbily when you're going to meet a client for the first time? Even if it's not for the first time, you know your clients are coming over, they called you, are you around, we are coming over. How do you dress? For some of us that stays at home, that works from home, how do you keep the environment clean? How is your office looking? Is it looking shabbily? Is it looking tattered? Is it like, will somebody come into your office and say, oh wow, this place is lovely? Or would they be like, can this person really make my dress? Like, all these things matters. Your environment matters. Yes. So the first thing here is, how do you present yourself? How do you present your workplace? Do you just treat it because maybe those that source from home, do you just treat it because it's your home? So, or those that have a shop somewhere, how do you hang clothes here and there? Like, even if you don't have a shelf, can't you just find a bag to pack those things by the side and arrange them very well? So that is the point number one in packaging. Another thing is, how do you speak? How do you speak? When someone comes to you for consultation, for they want to make a dress, they want to make this, do you speak intelligently? Like, we didn't say you should go and be blowing big grammars, but even if it's pidgin that you can speak, even if it's pidgin language, but how do you now speak it? Like, the confidence that you have. Okay, this person brings this dress, for example, and you'll be like, oh, this is corset with a back waistline and with exaggerated sleeve, and like, when the person hears you calling the actual name of the dress, the person might not even understand what you're saying, but they'll be like, wow, this person knows what he or she is doing. Like, do you get me? If a person oh, this time I sabi him, I know this time, and this time they nada. So guys, please, the first example I gave, like somebody comes in and you be like, oh wow, this is a corset, okay, with illusion neckline and exaggerated sleeve. Okay, I can see there the embellishments used was a panel dress, and the person will be like, oh wow, this person knows what he or she is doing. Like, not I sabi this My Nigerian tell-us, you guys will not kill me. I sabi this dress. Now this dress is like, so that's another point in packaging. I don't want this video to be long, but I want to talk deeply on some of the things. These are the first thing a client will even notice, that they will use it to rate you down. If they are going to pay high or if they are going to pay low, that is the first thing they are going to use to rate you down. Like, how do you dress, your workplace, how do you present it, then how do you speak? Do you speak confidently? Are you sure of what you're doing? From what you say, from the things you say from your out of your mouth, that's what they will use to rate you. Like, some customers can be attentive, especially the first timers, those people that haven't even seen your work. Your work might be very good, you might be very, very good at what you're doing, but then the presentation matters. There's a first impression matters. Okay, so how high is your self-esteem and confidence? Yes, I've talked about it right now. How high is your confidence and self-esteem? Like, when you finish saying all this and the customer will be like, it's 4,000. You'll be like, do you know the amount of the amount of boning I'm going to use to snatch your waist? You know, the amount of underlining, the interfacing, like, you use your business terms to show them that you actually know what you're doing. I don't know if you get me. I didn't say you should go and be blowing big grammars. Please don't get me wrong. There's a difference between speaking plenty grammar, that you even have grammatical error inside, and being confident. Okay, like when they look at you and they see what you're saying, and you know all the things you're doing. If you can even sketch, you can sketch for them. You know, I know some people charge extra for sketching, but all these things matters. Okay, the way you present yourself matters. So that's my number one, packaging. How you dress, how your office looks like, how confident you are, your self-esteem, how you speak, how you use your fashion terms and fashion language. You're a fashion designer, for crying out loud, so you should use the terms and the languages that are meant for fashion designers. Okay, so all these things matters. Let's move on to the second point, which is market price. Okay, how well do you know the cost of things in the market presently, as at that moment? How well do you know the cost of prices? Like, the last time you bought a panel bodice was last 2 months, and the price was about 20k, and maybe when you're costing, you write down 20k, and at the end of the day you find out that the current price of a panel bodice is now 30k or 27k, or can't you see you've shot yourself on the leg? So, like, you don't need to go to the market all the time to start asking them prices, because sometimes me going to the market to ask prices is without buying those things. I don't really like it. It's really as if I'm playing. You can't just bargain, or after bargaining, please sell for me this, and you tell the customer next time when you're coming, just came to price, look somehow. So to avoid all these unnecessary stress and headaches, you can have you can take advantages of Instagram and Facebook vendors. How many Facebook or Instagram vendors do you even know, like the legit ones? How many of them do you know, and how many of them do you know their handles off here, that when a customer brings these clothes, you've seen what is there, you've seen all that is in the clothes, you just quickly search your Instagram and see the prices of those things on the Instagram. I know sometimes Instagram prices can be high, but at least you already know that even if they said on Instagram that this applique is 12k, you already know that when you go to the market, you can price it down to 10k, sometimes 11k. At least you've had an idea of what the applique is costing, or the current price. Okay, so how often do you go on Instagram, on Facebook, just to check prices of the items, the fabric, the appliques, the trays, the anything you're going to use for your dress? Because sometimes, like somebody like me, I buy my stuffs in bulks, apart from appliques. Yes, but there are some other cheap appliques that I buy in bulk too. Like, a customer might come and I'll show them samples of cheaper ones, then I use my phone to show them samples of bigger ones in case it's bigger ones they want. Okay, so there are some I have in stock, and there are some that I have to go to buy. But then that doesn't mean I don't know the prices of those big ones, because it helps me to cost immediately. And even if it doesn't help me, even if I don't cost immediately, it already gives me an idea of what this the price of the things in that dress, all those things that combine to make that dress. I already know some of the prices. Okay, and I can quickly go on Instagram as I'm still talking with the client. I'm already pressing my phone, going on Instagram, going on Facebook to check all those things. So you too should check for legit vendors. I'm not going to give you names so that I won't give you names of any. Check them by yourselves. When you go to an Instagram page, you should know a legit vendor. Okay, you should know the people following them, the people that patronize them. Some of them tags designers, and so, and sometimes when you see a dress, some tag the where they get the fabric from, where they get the panels from, so just that's how to network or use the social media. Okay, so try to know the prices of things in the market, okay, as at that moment. It helps in your costing so that you won't shoot yourself on the Lego. So let's go back to the third one, which is costing. Okay, this is how I do my costing. If you bring a dress and I dissect the dress, and I already know that this is a corset, there is boning used for the structure. I will use stay, I will use lining, I will use doll face, I'll use brack up. Okay, if there is applique, I already know that this applique costs so amount. That these days appliques and bling blings is what is reigning and trending. So I already know that this applique, this is the range price. Okay, so I bring out a book. I have my costing book. Okay, and I'll write down everything that the dress will require down to the zipper. If it's going to use zipper, and I have options. I have different zipper. There are different zippers in the market. So the one I use normally mostly for everybody is SBS zip. Those in Onitsha they call it invisible big head. I don't know what they call it in your place, but the name is SBS zip. But different markets with different names. Okay, try to know the names they call it. That zip, that this very strong zip, it has the head of an normal invisible zip, but it's big. Okay, so even though there are fakes now, yes, but there are still good ones. So that's what I use normally for everybody. But if you require stone zip, we use stone zip. If you require jean zip, we use, there are different prices for different zippers. So I'll give options. Especially for bridals, there are some bridals that want stone zip okay. So during my costing, I write down everything, even the brack up I'm going to use, even the wording, even the stay. I'll write everything, how many yards, and I'll put their price. Then at the end, I'll put my workmanship. And that workmanship is no go area. You can't touch it. If you're removing, I'll tell you that if you're removing from the things that I wrote, maybe I wrote 5 yards of bridal satin, and you're not telling me that actually you cannot manage 3. Just know that the outcome is not going to be the same. Always tell them, always, if possible, in your consultation time, during consultation, have a camera recording you guys, or just put your phone on record. Because all these things are evidence. Yes, I have this case of a bride that, all these people that they want this part of the dress and want another part of the dress. So she actually changed the sleeve of a particular dress. She's a bride, okay, for her trad. And at the end of the day, when she came for fitting, she was just squeezing face. Like, I was like, what is it? She was like, this is not the sleeve that is on the style. I'm like, this is where I wrote down all the things you changed. Like, I brought out my book and I was showing her. She was like, no. Like, if you see that day, it was something else. I was like, there is no way I'm going to change a sleeve for you if you didn't ask me to. And there's no way it's going to enter my book if you didn't actually ask me to change this sleeve. Like, what do you mean? And I regretted that day that the conversation was not recorded. I know it takes a lot of space and on your phone or device or anything, but then it's necessary. All these things are necessary because some brides or some customers can be something else. Okay, if you've watched my video on apps you need for your business, okay, I talked about WhatsApp. So I talked about, even if you did a consultation without, physical consultation, you can still go back to WhatsApp and say, okay, this is the style you choose. Agree. Person will agree. Okay, this is also thing you choose, and this. So that will serve as a documented evidence in case when they come back and they are saying something else, you bring out your phone and, excuse me, ma, this is what you agreed to. Excuse me, sir, this is what you agreed to. So no long talk. Okay, so costing, after writing everything down with the prices, then you write down your workmanship and give it to them. They are removing, just tell them that they are removing what will make the clothes beautiful. Like, it will affect the outcome of the dress, because you can't ask me to be managing 3 yards when the actual designer used 5 yards. Okay, and that brings me to knowing yardages. Yes, know the yardage that is required for a particular style. Okay, and also it's like I'll do a different video for that, on how to avoid what I ordered versus what I got. Yes, I think I'll do a different video on that. If you agree with me, put your comment in the comment section below. Okay, so knowing the yardage that is required for a dress is very, very important to avoid what I ordered versus what I got to, and also knowing the right fabric to use. I'll do a video on that to explain better. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so after costing, I have happy price. Okay, I have my happy price. If I'm sewing a corset, I already know that this is the price I can't go below, no matter who it is. Even if it's my family member, no matter who it is, I can't go below this for sewing corset. If it's a skirt and blouse, I already know that even if I tell you that 100k and you price and reach this price, gone, I'm not going down again. Okay, so you all should have a happy price. It avoids unnecessary regrets when you finish making a dress and there is nothing to write home about. You don't have any shishi, you don't have any money to eat good food. Sewing is stressful. So when you sew and you don't have anything to show for it, it is actually it makes you try to consider this profession. Okay, so try to charge well so that you can eat well and be healthy. If you fall sick now, they will have other alternatives to go to another tailors. Yes, so that's it. Happy price. Have your happy price. Know that if it's corset, if it's bridals, I have different prices for my bridals. Bridal starts from so amount. If you can't, just go. And if it's corset starts from so amount. If it's just an ordinary let's say English wear, it has, okay, skirt and blouse has different amounts. Okay, so have a happy price. So the fifth one is deliver. Yes, you must be able to deliver. From number one, with the packaging, with the market, knowing the market price, knowing your costing, having a happy price. If you cannot deliver that style, my sister, all the other ones now wash. Like, you must be able to deliver. Yes, be able to deliver. Never disappoint. Being able to deliver comes in getting the style right and also deliver on time. Don't be like our Nigerian tailors that disappoint clients. They already know that if a client have an occasion on the 20th, they will tell you it's on the 10th they have it, so that their clothes will be ready before then. Even some people will still disappoint the client on the 10th. So some clients already know that if it's 20th they have an occasion, they'll just tell their tailor 10th, so they won't have any issue. Okay, so try to deliver. Let it not be in your book of records that this person she takes a lot of clothes that she cannot deliver, or she takes this style that she knows she cannot sew. Okay, try to deliver. And if you have a style you cannot sew, that is where upgrades comes in. Okay, I'll talk about upgrades in my next video, where I'll be talking about how to avoid what I ordered versus what I got. Okay, so I think I'll do that video very soon. Okay, so try to upgrade is very important, and it's not cheap. You can upgrade cheaply on YouTube, take advantage of YouTube, on free tutorials on Instagram and Facebook. But if you want in-depth upgrade, it's not cheap, my dear. Okay, so deliver, always deliver, never disappoint your clients. It's a turn off. It's a turn off when a customer comes and their dress is not ready. You're still fixing the sleeve, you're still fixing the zipper, you're still, it's a turn off. Okay, and if you have a specific time that their dress should be ready, like if a customer brings clothes, now I'll tell them that your 2 weeks, you're going to collect your dress in 2 weeks, except it's an express delivery. Okay, and if it's express, you're going to pay me for the express work. So you're going to collect your dress in 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks starts from the day you make your payment. I don't work without payments. Yes, even if it's 70% payment, I collect up to 70% payment upfront, or 100%. Depends on the clothes I'm working on. Okay, so your 2 weeks starts counting from the day you pay, not the day of the consultation or the day you drop your fabric. No. Your 2 weeks start counting the day you pay. I make sure I tell them all this. Please make sure you tell them, and even send it on their WhatsApp too. Make sure you tell them. It's very, very important, because some customers can be something else. Okay, so just make sure you tell them. Okay, so always deliver. Then number 6, agreement. It's the same thing I'm saying. Make sure you agree on a price. Okay, be very, very sure, like be extra sure. Make sure you agree on the price. Even after agreeing on the price on physical consultation, send it to their WhatsApp. This is your total bill. Okay, and your dress will commence once we get the 70% upfront deposit, or how you do your business. Just make sure you send it to them. Let them be sure. Make sure there is an agreement. Okay, and on a particular style, after they finish choosing, if you've not watched my video on apps you need for your business, go back and watch that video. I will leave the link in the description box. There you will see apps that like photo grid or InShot that I mentioned. Once these customers that they want the leg of this dress, they want the hand of this dress, they want the bodice of this dress, they want the skirt part of this dress, after everything, just collage them together and put sleeve, bodies, just collage everything together. Let the person see that this is what you chose, and send it to them using your photo grid or InShot app. Okay, so that the person will agree. Make sure you agree on a style. Make sure you agree on a style, and make sure you agree on a price. Let it not be that you're telling the customer your bill is 15K. She'll be like, no, I'll pay 10K, and you leave her and go. When she's coming back with that 10K, and there is nothing you can do about it. So make sure you stamp it and agree. And if the person refuses, please let her carry her clothes and go. It's not customers that is your customer. That brings me to the next one: learn to say no. Yes, learn to say no. Not every person is your client. I already mentioned this. Not everybody is your customer. Learn to say no. If you cannot deliver on time, learn to say no. If the price is too low, learn to say no. If they want you to use inferior, for maybe the style is Duchess and they want you to use taffeta because that's what they can afford, learn to say no, because it's your work. You will not be there when the person is bashing you. Like, you'll be like, this tailor doesn't know. Yes, sir, if you see how much she charged me, that time they will not even tell the other person that. They will not tell the other person that is them that chose that thing. No, your work will go where your legs will not go. That's always my watchword when I'm working. I'll be like, let me give it all my best, because this work can travel to America when I've not been to America. This work can travel to Australia when I've not been to Australia. Okay, so learn to say no. If your clients cannot come to an agreement with the type of materials you use, if you use ready-made cups and not wedding, if the person cannot pay the amount for the cup, learn to say no. If what is on the dress is Duchess bridal satin, and you actually identified it as Duchess bridal satin, and the person is asking you to use taffeta, learn to say no. if the lace was lined with crepe and the person wants it exactly like that and still cannot pay for the crepe, learn to say no. Because when they will be bashing your work, when they will be tarnishing your image, the person will not even look your face. They will not even agree. They won't tell their friends or their parents, if it's people that are still living with their parents or their friends. They won't tell them that it's them that choose that low quality stuff. They won't. So always learn to say no, my darlings. Not everybody is your customer. Learn to say no, because your work, always remember that your work will always go where your legs will not reach. Okay, so learn to say no. And if you cannot make it on time, like if work is choking you, like there is no space, again, no time, and some of us that do give out works to other tailors, even if the tailors are occupied too and there is nothing you can do about it, even if the client is begging you that you are their favorite tailors, it's you that they want to sew the clothes, or learn to say no, that you don't have time, except they will take it so time. If they cannot take it so time that you'll be free, let them take their clothes somewhere else, because then they'll be bashing you. Hey, my brother, my sister, you will not be there to defend yourself. So guys, this brings me to the end of this conversation. I hope with all these things I've listed, once you do it like this, once you package yourself well, because if you don't package yourself well, they even downgrade you first before you even start calling prices. Okay, know the market price so that you not shoot yourself on the leg. And your costing, do your costing properly. Okay, there's nothing wrong in telling a client I'll get back to you. Yes, there's actually nothing wrong in telling your client that I'll get back to you. So you can do your costing properly, okay? Then to do your costing properly, have your happy price, always deliver. Have an agreement. Make sure you agree on the style and on the price, okay? And learn to say no. Not everybody is your client. Okay, guys, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, I'm begging you. And like this video, share it with your friends. Till we meet again. If you want to contact me directly on my WhatsApp, my number is down below. If you want to chat me up on any style or anything you want to talk about, my WhatsApp number is down below, okay? And if you want any video that I should talk about, anything you want me to talk about fashion business, leave the comment in the comment section or chat me on my WhatsApp. I'll always reply. Okay, till we meet again, thank you guys so much for staying with me. Bye bye.